baby, baby. I love you, baby, 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 baby.
Welcome to Message Reveal. Message Reveal identifies a vibe, a message, or a story told through lyrics of a song. And if you rock with me every Monday, you know what I do and you know how I do it. I tell you about a special guest. But before I tell you about this special guest, please subscribe if you haven't already done so you can continue to find out what Message Reveal is all about. Well, now, let's get back to business. I have to tell you about this special guest. One, she's an entrepreneur. Yes. Number two, she provides digital products and courses to her team. And last but not least, I'm going to say that again. Last but not least, she leads and supports her business bestie community. You guys, please put your hands together and welcome my beautiful guest, Promise the Boss Builder.
I love it. Yes. Thank you, honey. I'm so happy to be here with you.
Oh, thank you so much. As I tell all my guests, you can be doing anything on your Friday and you chose to come with me. So thank you so very much. How are you today, my dear?
I am so good. I am so good. It's been a beautiful morning.
Oh, that's wonderful. I'm glad to hear that. We want to start with elevated energy. So I'm so excited just to dig in and find out just a little before we get started. Give us just a little snippet of, I know I introduced you, but give me a little snippet of who you are.
Okay. I am Rihanna Patterson and I go by Promise. That has happened with just a series of life events. Being an entertainer in the industry here in Vegas, I took on the name Promise just to have that alter ego. So when I'm out here in the field of entrepreneurship, that I don't take in so much personally. So I am an entrepreneur, a daughter, sister, auntie, a best friend, and every role that I play, I really take on very personally as far as wanting to give and be of service to the people I love. So really, that's who I am.
I love that. I love that also too when you talked about the piece, not to take it personal. We know when we begin to take things personally, it
Yeah.
affects us and we can't move forward. So I applaud you for keeping that in mind. So you get a clap for that, girl.
Yeah, it's something that I feel like has been a game changer in my life, because in business, if we take on the failures to heart, it makes it hard to overcome and want to tackle the new failures.
Yeah.
And then now it affects my everyday life. So now I might come home and want to have an attitude with my mama because there's something going on in the business aspect of things. So it's just like being able to separate the two.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's a strong message that needs to go definitely viral about separating the
Mhm.
two. And it's nothing wrong with that. It allows you to have your personal life, your personal, and your business, your business. Now, do they sometime intersect? Absolutely. But if you know that you need to go back and say, okay, let me stay in my lane, so to speak.
Yeah.
So, let's just talk about my love. My love. Ooh, honey, I love music. It has turned me all the way out in such an amazing way. It's been my counselor, it's been my encourager when I got a ride. Everything. I love music. So I say all of that to say if you can identify a song that has either provided lessons, blessings, or distraction. Now, before you answer is a couple of rules to this.
Okay.
If you can sing, I need you to sing your throat box out, okay? If you can rap, I need you to come hard in the paint. Do it like they do it. But if you cannot do either one, you don't sing and you can't rap, you can say it with passion. Like they say out in the streets, stand 10 toes down. I need to be able to feel it from the heart. So I'll go back to my original question. Can
Okay.
you identify a song that has either lessons, blessings, or distractions?
Um, yes, I want to say, really, if I could break it up into an album,
Ooh, I love it.
an album that I really love is Lil Wayne's Carter 3. And I know people probably wouldn't have expected that one. But the reason why is just because it's like I'm a big manifester. So it's like when a Millie came out, it was like I was like, yep, I'm in it. Like I am fully in it, manifesting my millions, and really the whole album was just a guide, taking on hardships, 3P, like those levels and wanting to tackle it, and then identifying yourself as that person. Like I'm her and I'm heavy on it. So that's the album that I feel like has one helped me spiritually with manifesting, and two, a reminder to not be so critical on myself. In
Yes,
my individuality, own it. And I'm the best at being me, period.
that part. That part. I love that. So, I'm going to have you identify at least one song on there where you can give us some lyrics. Now, if you want to rap it, then go ahead. But I know you have one you can give us some lyrics to that just stands out.
Something that's been a motivator is let the beat build. And I don't want to cuss, but that's how you let the beat build. Hey, and that's how you let the beat build. Hey. So if I listen to that before I go work out or before I'm like getting into any zone to where I need to be pumped up of energy, that's gonna be the one. Like let it build. And then, just I feel like sometimes, and not to get off on a tangent, but sometimes it's like when we reach a new level, it almost feels like we're starting over. And
Mhm.
that could cause a lot of discouraging thoughts. Like, dang, I just did all this. Now I'm at a new level and feel like I'm starting over. But it is never a finish line. It's always a constant evolution of things that's going to help us get to where we want to go. And then where we want to go is always changing because once we get there, there's a new level. So it's just like, let it build up.
I love that. I don't know if you know, but I'm going to tell you a little secret. I
Mm,
have a pew right back here. You can't see them, I can't see them, but you're
mm,
talking to their spirit. When you said, hey, once you get through with one level, it's another level. And I think the key is to become comfortable with each level as we move on, knowing that it's still going to be the unknown, but the known factor is you.
right,
It's you to
right.
continue to move forward. So again, you talking to the invisible pew, and they like, yes, girl, keep talking that good stuff.
Yes, yes. These are really just things I tell myself and I just live by. They're principles that have been in me a long time.
I love that. So I can't wait. I have to speak on this concept and this business builder that you have produced called the Business Bestie Community. Girl, I've heard about it. I've seen you interact with the women. I've seen posts where you talk about internationally you have goals. So before we get to dive deep into that,
Mhm.
what was the impetus for you to begin that? What was the tug that said, I'm going to go on this level?
The beginning of it was uh, getting into business, one, and not feeling supported. And then coming from California, it was like I'm so used to community. I grew up in San Bernardino, Delma Heights. So it's just like everybody was our family. Neighbors, if my mom wasn't home, I went to that neighbor house or I went to that neighbor's house. So it's just like I was brought up in a heavy community, and everybody was allowed to critique you, and you had just so much support. Like really, like I could, if the power was out, we would run an extension cord to the neighbor's house.
Wow.
So it's like when moving to Vegas and I didn't have my family, a couple of girlfriends, but even the friends that I had weren't in business. So it was really hard to get the support that I needed growing a business, and they just didn't understand. And that's what got me in the process of taking things personally. Like I'm like, you're not sharing my stuff. Like you can share a Hennessy bottle, but you can't share, my clothes. You can't share my puppies. So I started taking things personal, and I'm like, you know what? I don't even want you guys as friends anymore. I'm going to befriend the strangers that are liking my comments and sharing my stuff, and that wasn't necessarily the right way to go about things. That didn't make them bad friends just because they weren't in my head thinking what I was thinking. That's not really fair. Um, Luckily I was able to admit that and be honest with those friendships and gain them back. The ones that were valuable enough.
That
But
part.
yeah, so it made it to where with that I started to uh really connect with like-minded women. So a couple of us got together, a girlfriend of mine, Miera, a girlfriend, Cherie. We're all in different businesses, but one, we know we needed content. We knew we wanted to push our businesses on social media and get the word out about them. And then we worked as brand ambassadors for each other. So my friend Cherie, she's a fitness trainer. We would go to her classes and we're leaders for her. So we're able to help her orchestrate her real target. And it made it to where while she's growing, even if only one or two people showed up, it looks like a pretty good class because we're already there, you know? My friend Miera, she was doing dance classes. She had CBD gummies at the time. So now we're pushing her gummies, we're taking pictures for her. So it just made it to where we were able to leverage our relationships and create that ecosystem just between the three of us. And then from there, it's like we used our individual audience to help bring attention to the community as a whole. So now we have business besties where we're pushing the mission that the goal is for us to support each other enough to where everybody blows up. So now my girlfriend Cherie, she has her own gym now. This is 4 years later. She has her own gym. Miera, she moved to Portland and now she's back as a doula. And then for me, it's having my drop shipping company and my CRM software. So I was just able to leverage the community to where I have several different businesses with no expenses. None of my business have any expenses, and that's just generating pure profit for me. So it's all due to the support of the community and organizing it to be a wealth ecosystem. So it's a three-tier community. Business Besties is a nonprofit. So I'm providing resources and opportunities to startups so it doesn't seem as difficult as they may think it is. From there, I have my VIP Besties membership, so it's $65 a month, but I provide them with a AI software called Turnkey Millionaires that my technicians built for me. It does post generation. It'll take a podcast like this and chop it up into a bunch of different clips. It does grant writing and then so much more stuff. AI imagery generator. And then I have a 9 a.m. Monday call. I bring on different experts to drop some gems for my girls. We just keep each other motivated and we work as a engagement train. So whatever content that we're pushing out, the first ones to hop on and like and comment are going to be besties. So you're guaranteed to boost your algorithm just by joining. And then Billionaire Besties is our third tier, which is going to be more elite business owners, influencers, and we work with my CRM software to help automate our businesses, systemize it to where we are actually positioned for those to make our business, CEO status. So that's the goal with our CRM software. And then I provide a merch site. So with my drop shipping company, they get 5 products. They can design them however they want to. And we use our products as low hanging fruit for those high ticket offers. And our products kind of do the marketing for us. So if one of my girls, she's an esthetician, Yana. So Lux Glam and Glow, her being an esthetician, her shirts say Pretty Kitty Committee.
I
Okay,
like that.
but if you're a girly, if you're a part of that group, then you get it. So when her clients are wearing her merch, it's like, oh, where'd you get that shirt? Okay, yep, I got it from my esthetician, girl who does my waxes. Like, oh, I want one. And then now the merch kind of works as marketing for her. Um, Same with my bestie Courtney who does hair. Her products are designed to promote her hair business. So that's kind of how we leverage that to where it's kind of digital products because my manufacturer is going to take their designs, put on the products, and ship it. So they don't really have to do much but market the products. And then from there, we just work on this whole scaling process. So I structured the community to work as an A through Z system from beginning to the finish line.
Wow. I think that is absolutely amazing because what I'm seeing, the concept is this. So I'm a big believer that a village is everything. The
Yeah.
village allows you to have a part of yourself, but also allow you to have support and you can provide support.
Right.
And I feel like your business, Bestie, that you just talked about, all the different things that you offer, is the village mentality. And when we have that, we know it's elevation in that. So
Right.
I applaud you. I am super amazed. We're going to have to talk online about a couple of things because after you talked, I'm like, ding, ding, ding. A couple of things came, they came, on board. So I think that is absolutely wonderful. And at the end of this episode, we're going to make sure they can get in touch with you and we're going to put everything in the show notes. So it's direct contact for all these things that you offered. So let's just go back and get in my boat. And I say boat water because it relaxes me. And
Yeah.
let's talk about your childhood. And what I mean by your childhood, when you was a child, you had an opportunity to purchase your first, whether it was a CD, whether it was whatever it was, but you like, ooh, I got birthday money or Christmas money or whatever. And you like, ooh, this is the first song I want to purchase or artist.
Mm.
Can you identify a song or artist that you just know you loved and you purchased first?
As a 90s baby, I was born in 94. I loved Aaliyah and she was gone so soon. So right after that, the next person that tugged on my heart was Ashanti.
Oh,
Her debut album, that was something that really hit. She reminded me so much of Aaliyah. Baby, baby, baby. So it was all of that. So I want to say that would be the one, Ashanti's debut album.
can you give me some more of that song that you just sung?
I want to bust out these speakers.
Oh, but I want to hear you give it to me, okay?
It's what, baby, 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 I can see more living here on God's green earth. You don't know what you've done to me. I never thought I need you desperately. It's kind of sick how I'm stuck on you, but I don't care because I'm needing you. Have me embarrass myself like that.
No, no, honey, this is what we do on here. We flow and we move.
Oh
I
my
love it.
God.
Well, give me also the bridge that you was giving before. What was it?
Baby, 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 baby. I love you. Baby, 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 baby.
Yes, I love it. I love it. I don't think I've had anybody mention Ashanti yet. So I think you're the first to mention Ashanti. Okay.
Yes,
So
girl, give me
clap,
my
clap.
flowers. Let's give sis her flowers for sure.
Yes, yes, she just had a baby and looks
Red Nelly.
amazing.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, I
And
love her.
yes, I love when women can still, produce and come out on the other side and just glow and look beautiful. So shout out to Ashanti.
Yes.
So let's talk about something that you should be really proud of yourself.
Mm,
If I'm not mistaken, come September 2025, it'll be 4 years that you've been in this game, correct?
yes, 4 years.
Can you tell me the initial part of the process, meaning when you first started, what was your mindset versus what it is now? Because we all start at a different space at the beginning.
I knew I wanted to support women. I knew I've just always been a girl's girl. And coming to Vegas, it was kind of really hard. I don't want to say it's cliquish. I feel like it definitely has gotten better. You know, there's been thriving groups of women, communities that's been birthed in the city lately. But I don't feel like in the beginning when I first started Business Besties, there weren't a lot and they weren't as welcoming to people on the outside just to come in like explore and stuff like that. So I just knew I wanted to be around like-minded women. I wanted to offer support and I wanted to do it in safe spaces. uh I I was able to, I was breeding dogs. I've been breeding dogs for 10 years.
Okay, wait a minute. Excuse me. That's a pause. I have pause moments.
Okay.
Did you say breeding dogs?
Yes, I was a dog breeder.
Wow. Okay, we're gonna have to dive in a little bit on the side after you get through with that.
Okay, so I won't go into too much right now then, but breeding dogs, I was just able to really make a lot of money off a product that has no guarantee. So it kind of got my mind into ways that I can create high ticket offers and just establish ways to kind of make free money in a way. So it was like when I got into the community, I really started to just give out my game. And that's kind of how I was then able to position myself as a coach because I'm giving out resources in ways that my community, regardless of what business that they're in, can make more money. So a simple offer is like having a directory on your website where you can charge maybe $25, $100 a quarter, and that's just minimal. If you have a large audience, that can go up. But for the basis, it's like $25 and I'll list your business as a directory on my website. So now that's another offer, whether you do hair, whatever business that you're in, you can establish this offer and have another stream of income. So it was a bunch of different things like that. I'm just giving out game to my community. So from there, it's just like we shared our resources, we were sharing our knowledge, and we started to grow. We really just started to grow. We're making more money, we're doing more things, and it was up after that. So then add in the extra tiers to kind of just cap everyone. My thing was I didn't want no one left out. So I'm like, with business besties, there were like business owners who really do this. That's like, I don't know if I could join business besties because it seems like they might be more in the beginning stages. You know, I want to connect with women that's really, kind of already done building an LLC and working on content. Like I'm kind of past that. So
Mhm.
it's like, okay, I need to work on establishing extra tiers to cater to each person in the stage of business that they're in. Um, and then that's just kind of how it was birthed. And then I started putting each chapters in different cities. So then my goal became each month I want to be in a different city. So my goal is 12 community chapters. So right now I have 5. This year I'll be launching 2 more. So 2025 I will have 7 chapters. And then
Okay,
season
may I interrupt and ask where your chapter is located?
I have a LA chapter, Portland chapter, Phoenix chapter, Virgin Islands chapter, and then here in Vegas. So those are the 5.
Congrats, girl. That's
Thank
amazing.
you. So what's coming next is Houston and Midwest.
Wow. Okay, Houston's a big target.
Yeah, yeah, Houston is.
So, how do you establish these chapters? What's the process? Do you go in and just kind of tell people about what you do, or you connect with a business that's already currently established and allow them to attract the people in and you support and guide?
Right. So what I'll do is I'll go to the city. Most likely these are cities that I know I do have one, two people that can help show me around. So I'll go to the city and I'll try and network with as many black businesses as possible. So I'll go maybe get some content for that business, let them know what my plans and ideas are. And if I can get people to really be excited about it, who I can tell will see my vision, then I will see about a partnership. Let them know that the goal will be to plant here, and if we partner, then your business will kind of be in the front and center of the community chapter here because I wouldn't be there all the time. So I'll go network, see what the vibe is. Once I make that connection and I do have somebody willing to work as my vice president for that chapter, then we'll go ahead and start setting up either a Facebook group or Instagram page to where now let's start funneling members through it. So that'll work with either like a bestie hunt. So we'll have I'll set up a bestie hunt, a scavenger hunt to where the group or team, if we break into colored teams, pink, blue, purple, red, we'll break into teams to where the team that recruits the most new besties to that chapter now will win a prize. So of course I can leverage what I already offer. They'll get 3 months free of the VIP Besties membership. I might offer a free merch site, so they'll get their products and a merch site for free. Well, really, whatever I have to leverage, I'm the leverage queen. Okay. So going to that, I will start funneling members through it, and then we take advantage of the virtual events as the community builds, and as it builds, then I'll start hosting events there.
I think that is absolutely wonderful. I love that it has multiple dimensions, but it's under one figurehead where it's under business bestie, but you have multiple things. And if I'm not mistaken, did you mention an international location?
I will be doing Business Besties Thailand, and I'm figuring out a country in Africa to plan. So I was gonna do Ghana because Ghana is not colonized yet. Yeah, hopefully it will never be. But I'm thinking that might be a country to plan in. So yeah, I will be international. First being Thailand.
I love it. What makes you identify Thailand? I love the food, I love the people, but what was the impetus for you to say Thailand out of all the places?
When I went, it was it was an experience. I just kept thinking to myself, like, dang, they party like we do. Like,
Yes, they do.
I went to a Rolling Loud in Thailand, and that was an experience. My best friend took me. That was an experience. I see my favorite artist, Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne performed Rolling Loud in Thailand, and that was just the best thing for me. But not only that, like while we were there, we connected with a Black in Bangkok community. So there's actually a thriving Black community growing in Thailand, and we can tell just because um there's the currency exchange there. So it's like $40 American is equivalent to 1,000 baht. So and it makes it to where if you have a income stream that could be passive recurring and you live in Thailand, you probably would be living your best life.
Wow.
Because massages are $15. I can get maid service for $25. I can get, you don't need a car, you just pay for rides, which would be maybe $5. So it's like you really are living your best life. A chef might be $25.
Wow.
So it's
Wow.
like you really can't live like that. High rises, maybe $700 a month.
That part?
Yeah. High
Wow.
rise apartments with a view of the whole city. Yeah, about $700.
Okay, you talk about all the financial benefits, but are the people kind? Are they welcoming?
Yeah.
Um, do you feel at home when you reside there?
I can't say I feel at home. I would never live there maybe longer than 3 to 6 months because it is a culture shock. You know, it is a culture shock. But for the fact that I can get comfortable, I know I could because I can easily connect with my tribe of community. If I want to be around other Black women, I could do that. So when I connected with Black in Bangkok, it's like, okay, they're welcoming the tourists that are coming in just to visit and want something to do, and the people that actually live there. So it's really like a meetup community. So my goal would be to partner and really work on establishing ways to generate funds by leveraging the community that they already have access to. So yeah, I wouldn't be able to live there because it is a little different, but it's amazing. When I was there, I just felt rich. I can afford everything. I can afford whatever I want. Take, let's go. Like, bye. Like, it's
But the people are kind when you
the
there.
people the people were nice. Yeah, it wasn't nothing to where like I feel like they were watching me at the mall or, I was singled out in any type of way. And really I don't think they noticed because it's not much of a difference from how we look just
Uh-huh.
because they get dark there.
Yes.
So they actually have melanin. So
Hmm.
really until you talk, they probably wouldn't even know you're a tourist.
Wow. I'm glad you're saying this because it's somebody in the invisible pew that wants to pierce outside of the United States. Not saying they don't love the country here,
Right.
but they want to be able to explore outside because we know the more you travel, the more you broaden your horizons. So you're talking to somebody or giving them the idea like, wait, I can do that and I can
Mm.
take $1,000 and be the queen of the land. So I
Right.
think that was a great way to give someone insight about what one you offer and two internationally how we can navigate the waters as well.
I was so nervous about going because I'm like, I'm gonna get lost. I'm not gonna know. But like they have signs in English. A lot of people spoke English. It wasn't hard to communicate with others there. Businesses, I feel like they're mindful of tourists coming in, so they make sure to speak English.
Oh wow.
I went to a black owned restaurant and the owner is from the town. He's from San Bernardino. So I was like, oh my God, you're from the town. Like, look. He made me the best lamb chops I've ever had. And I had lamb chops
Wow.
in Chicago. I've had lamb chops everywhere I went. That's probably the first thing I'm gonna order some lamb chops. Thailand had the best lamb chops, and yes, because it was a black owned business. But that was the best lamb chops I ever had. And he cooked them. So the owner cooked
What?
the lamb chops. So that was just a whole little experience I just was not expecting. And same when I went to Dominican Republic. Now that's a place where it's our people.
Yes.
And DR is really our people. If somebody is looking to travel really outside the country and is really nervous and don't want to have so much of a culture shock, I would say DR would be perfect because everybody really looks like us. Everybody looks like us. It's a Hispanic heritage, but it's their ancestors are African.
Of
So
course.
I feel like everybody we know where the motherland is, but that would be a place to go to without so much of a culture shock, but still being able to experience something really beautiful.
Yeah.
So I loved DR. I would love to have a business besties DR, but I was just there like 2 months ago, so we'll work on that. But yeah, I feel like everybody should travel and experience because I've actually been researching dual citizenship and it's been triggered, of course, with the presidency and everything that's happened just within these 6 months. And it did make me nervous. I'll be going off on a tangent, so please stop me. But it,
No,
it,
you're
it was
fine.
it was that because I'm like, we have a president who, yeah, is doing so much. He's doing so much, whether it's right or wrong. I don't want to get into that. But he's
Hmm.
doing so much. So it kind of got me thinking like, okay, so things actually could have been done. Just nobody did anything. So just focusing on the surface instead of things that actually will shake it up to where, things can happen. So not to say I'm really nervous because we don't know how things are looking. We don't know if the plan will work out. It's looking really scary. So I just feel like ultimately Republican, Democrat, our people have let us down, and really scared for the country right now. So I've been researching dual citizenship just because I want to be able to explore my options and know
Yes.
this isn't all it has to be.
Well, nothing wrong. I'm gonna put it in a box with a bow. It's nothing wrong with exploring your options. And number two, I believe that we have given our power away, and I won't even say to who. Now
Right.
we're aware of giving our power away, and we need to bring it back to ourselves and execute and do the things we need to do. So I'll leave that as that. And let's talk about you and this launch of 702. I love it. I'm a native of Las Vegas, so I'm always going to represent 702. And I
Mhm.
love the concept when you and I had a chit chat. I think it was about a month ago. And you was like, yeah, I'm going to do 702. And I'm like, oh, that's awesome. So can you tell me and the audience just a little bit about the concept of 702?
Well, I feel like they already have it in other cities, but I was not seeing it when it first happened. When I first did a 702 field day the year before last, was it last year? I'd say the year before last, the first time I did a 702 day field day. So I put it with the field day just to make it more fun and exciting. But other cities, San Bernardino, we have a 909. So September 9th, the city is turned up. So, and I know they have it in the Midwest. So for Vegas, I feel like everybody's coming from all kind of different places to where it's hard to establish a culture here in Vegas. So that's kind of where the idea happened. So for me, it's just celebrating the city. I want to get together. This one will not be a field day. It'll be more just of a celebration. We're gonna be outside, swim, barbecue, have some music, and just celebrate the city. So that'll be the goal. I would love to see like a whole parade. Like it really should just be something just big. It's important. We live here. This is our city. Let's celebrate it. Right now, our city is going through a lot. So if we can come together, find any reason to come together, this would be the best way.
Well,
Celebrating 702, July
yes.
2nd, and it falls on a Wednesday. So yeah, that'll be my goals to encourage everybody just to celebrate the city, however way you see fit.
I love it. I love it. 702 in the house.
Okay.
Yes, I love that. So let's just turn the tables and talk about you having a song that you've sung from childhood or even now as an adult, and you've been singing this song all your life. You like, yes. And then one day you go, wait 1 minute. That song I've been singing all this time, I thought it meant this and it actually meant that. Can you identify a song?
It was the first thing that had came to mind was Michael Jackson's um Black and White and Heaven Can Wait.
Mm, okay.
So me, I wasn't in that time when it was first coming out. So when I first heard Black and White, I'm just thinking like maybe he's really talking about the fact that he's black, but he's white. I don't know, like my mind just went there with it. But growing up listening to it, it was like unity. Like we really are one. So if we separate the fact that you're a black woman, she's a white woman, if we really just take all that out, we're really one. It's because we're human. We're women. We're one. Even as women, we come from the rib of a man. So we are just one, period. And I didn't really realize that until being an adult.
So what you heard the song play again and you listened to the lyrics and put it together?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you mentioned another song, Heaven Can Wait by Michael Jackson as well.
And I just always loved the song. But then listening to it, I didn't really put it all together. It's just like I I will resurrect to be back with the person I love. So if it was my time to go, I'm gonna say angels no. You can't have me because I'm in love so deep to where I can't leave my person. So that's a deeper love than I can even think about being. You think about unconditional love, but to think that I would say, God, I need you to wait. I need you to wait because you sent me somebody and I can't lead him. Like that, to think about how much love you gotta have for the person, which now I'm not sure if I agree with. Because importantly, I want what the Lord has for me.
Hmm.
But still, I didn't understand that until I was an adult.
Well, that's how we all do. We sing something or we talk about something, and then when we become a little bit more mature or gain wisdom or have life experience, we go, "Oh, I get what it is." But I'm not gonna let you off the spot, my dear. Can you give me some lyrics from the song? Yes.
But you're beautiful, incredible. I love you so you're beautiful. Each moment spent with you is simply wonderful. And the love I have for you, girl, is incredible. I don't know what I'll do if I can't be with you. The world cannot go on, so every night I pray, yeah. If the Lord should come for me before I wake, I wouldn't want to go if I can't see your face, can't hold you close. What good would heaven be if the angels come for me? I tell them, no! You better be lucky that's my jam.
It just
That is
it
my
yes, it had beautiful music. So I would take it, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. You're a Michael Jackson fan.
I am. I love Michael. I can't say like he was on posters in my room or
Of
nothing,
course,
but
of course.
when you talk about just the love of music, so I don't really idolize the artist
Uh-huh.
itself, but maybe the entity that attached himself to write that or to
Yes.
sing it so beautifully. Like that's the part that I love. I listen to so much music where I don't know who the artist is.
Really?
But my love for music is just like I will cry when certain melodies are hit. Jasmine Sullivan, I love a vocalist. I
Give me
love
something from her. Give me something from Jasmine that you love that
Jasmine
pops in your.
Sullivan.
Yes.
She got a song called Veins. Let me see. Shoot. Oh, bodies, because I got veins for some. That's my song, and I can't think of it for nothing. But bodies, gotta stop getting messed up. What did I have in my cup? I don't know where I woke up. I keep on pressing my luck. I don't know where I woke up. Get it together, bitch. But I love Jasmine Sullivan. I love Jennifer Hudson. Oh my gosh, the BET Awards when she did the tribute for Jamie Foxx, that had me like goosebumps.
Really? See, I haven't seen it.
I just love a vocalist. I love a
Yes.
vocalist that speaks to my heart.
Yes. Well, we know it's healing in sound, and when it comes directly from the heart, it penetrates the heart. And
Yeah.
that's where you get the vibration or the energy with the goosebumps because not only is your ears resonating with it. Your whole body is elevating to that sound. And you like, wait a minute. That's why we are so, we hear something, we be like, doom, 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 doom. And before we know it, we eating our food, but we're dancing because it's a whole spiritual experience when it's
Yeah.
on the right realm. We know some music can be at a low vibration and it will take you low. So the art of music is such a beautiful thing, and it can take you to any level when you play the right song.
Yes, lyrics to it, the harmonies, the every aspect of it is just, oh my gosh. When I watch Sinners, I it kind of scared me because I'm just like, whoa, yeah, you will awake, spirits with these melodies.
Mhm,
When
mhm.
a person can sing and tell a story with it, it's just like another level. So you can
And
tell for me.
and then you can see it, if I don't mind saying, if you don't mind me saying, you can see from that actual movie that everybody didn't have, even though they did play music, everybody didn't have that. That was a
Right,
gift
right.
to connect and elevate. So every music or every song does not have that energy of elevation, if I may point out.
Yeah, definitely. Not everybody has it. It's definitely a gift.
Yes, yes. So it has been absolutely amazing listening to your story. I'm definitely going to have you on again, but for you to be transparent with your processes, how you have called in and cultivated community. But before we get out of here, can you please tell my audience and anyone else that's tapping in how they can get in touch with you, any social media, and any events if you currently have coming up in the next, couple of days, the future, or whatever the case may be?
Okay, so I am Promise the Boss Builder. You can find me on Instagram at the Boss Builder underscore. If you want to get connected with the community, we do have virtual sessions where you can join in, and that is a virtual networking slash support group. Our Unlock Her session. So follow billionaire besties dot club on Instagram. Billionaire Besties, you can join in the Facebook group Business Besties LV. I allow members to post once a day about their brand and business. If you are in any of the other cities, LA, Business Besties LA, Portland, Business Besties PDX, so on and so forth, right? Um, so definitely get involved in the community. My goal is to really just highlight local business owners, entrepreneurs, providing the resources and opportunity for them to start, grow, and scale their business is not as hard as we think. And for your audience, I do want to give you guys some gems. If you are an entrepreneur, business owner, and you feel like you just aren't making the income you want, or you just want to establish ways to make more, okay? Offer a directory, like I mentioned. Offer a directory where other businesses can get highlighted on your website. And if you have a facility, a physical location, they can leave their cards, leave a poster up somewhere. The best that I've done for my clients was if you can have a TV in your establishment and a slideshow going of different businesses, that is a $750 offer for the quarter. Those are offers that I've worked with my clients on. Another one would be sponsorship. Anyone can offer sponsorship. If you're podcasting, a nonprofit, a esthetician, you can offer a sponsorship, and it doesn't have to be something tangible. It can be something as simple as, if you're doing email marketing, go ahead and have the logo and a short bio of branded brands and businesses that opt in to be a sponsor for you. Sponsorship can go for $250 a month, and all you have to do is promote their business along with your social media, any email marketing campaigns. Another one, what's one more? Boom, boom, boom. Affiliate partnerships. So I know we see them like on podcasts where you can, hey, go to Better Health or different stuff like that for sponsoring the video. But an affiliate partnership can work as a wealth ecosystem to where if I'm referring clients to you, you refer them to me. We have a promo code where, we can keep track of everything. But those are things every business should have as an offer to help establish more income. So I just wanted to give that to you guys really quick. And if you have any more questions about it, please hit me up, like I said, at the Boss Builder.
I love
Thank you so much.
I love that. I love that. Now we're not done. I do have one last question before we get out of here. And it is pertaining to music.
Okay.
So if you could dedicate a song to the world
Mm.
that's giving parts of your heart or all of your heart, can you please identify a song?
Um, something something that really tugs on my heart. I feel like in all aspects, just of just everyday life and to love and relationships. Betty writes, "No pain, no gain."
Woo! Come on, girl.
No pain, no gain, and that's in is it might be a love song, but it's in every aspect of life. If you are not willing to fail and go through hardships, you're basically saying I'm not willing to grow and I want to stay exactly where I
Okay, this is a pause moment, and I need you to say that one more
am.
time. Say that again.
You have to fail forward. So if you are not looking, if you are scared to go through failures and hardships, you are telling your subconscious that you do not want to grow. Because if we're praying and the prayer is, Lord, I want to be a millionaire, you think the Heavenly Father is just gonna give you $1 million? He's a father. He is going to send you scenarios that will help you mold into the person you need to be to obtain $1 million.
Come on, come on. The key is the person you need to be to
Right.
obtain it. I love it.
So if you're the type of person to where as soon as you get some money, you go and you spend it on the next iPhone, the next bag, and you aren't really thinking of ways to pour back into your people, then God may not bless you with that. And this is just an example. Will he bless you? Sure, he probably can. But I feel like in order for us to really obtain wealth, we have to position ourselves to be servants. So that's really the blueprint of my business. How can I get to my goal of being a millionaire who creates millionaires? I need to be in a position to serve and then create an offer to where, you can pour back into the person who's pouring into you. But you have to be a servant.
Yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it. You know, I'm not going to let you off the hook. You got to give me some Betty Wright lyrics. I love me some Betty.
No pain, no gain. No pain, no gain, no pain. Yep. I think that's all I got. But just that over and over, no pain, no gain. When you go to hardships, don't take it personal. I feel like that was the main takeaway. Don't take it personal. Be willing to gain from the lesson you're learning. So
Yeah.
thank you, Betty. Right. We needed that, sis. Yes.
Well, I think it's absolutely wonderful. As I said before, I thank you for sharing your expertise, your knowledge, and being transparent. I really do appreciate that. When I have my men on the podcast, I salute them, but when I have my women, I bow. So I bow to you, beautiful lady. And thank you so very much. And before we get out of here, I always give my guests the last words. Last words go to you.
Okay, well, I have to send it back to you, honey. Thank you so much, one, for sharing your platform to people like me who want to share their voice and the things that they're doing, especially if they're in the city being community leaders. So, what you're doing is needed, is appreciated from me personally. And if no one hasn't told you, you are beautiful, you are smart, you are more than capable of anything You everything you want wants you, and you lack nothing. Okay, so
Say that,
my,
sis.
that is my mantra. So if I can leave it with anything, is speak life into yourself, that there's a God that lives in you. You lack nothing. Everything you want wants you, and we're gonna give all praise to the Most High God that lives in us.
Yes. Woo! You got now. I couldn't end in a better way. You guys, please, please put your hands together and thank my beautiful guest, Miss Promise the Boss Builder.
Oh, thank you. So kind.
Thank you so very much. And as I say to all my guests, I'll see you out here in these Las Vegas streets.
Hey.